So let's get to schools, all right? Let's get to a more important issue, right? The OECD report, it's similar to NAPLAN result. I mean, how many reports do we need to stack on top of each other that tell us exactly the same thing? That regardless of the endless cycle, most notably Gonski, all the rest of it now, and we've seen a school generation go through after Gonski, right? That money isn't always the answer. Something that the OECD has told us about before is that classroom discipline is part of the question. Now, one thing that the Labor Party can absolutely do if it wants to, when it has basically coast-to-coast control and the federal government and the unions that are in place to change the way the classroom, is to own the issue. But instead, they'll just turn up at the school when it's election time and parents will turn around and fall for it rather than holding them accountable. Every side, every government, 15 years backwards. It doesn't have to be like this.
Socialists always like the populists to be undereducated. They're easier to control. And that's why you look at every socialist regime.
And then miraculously, the same people who want to decriminalise the drugs. They want to decriminalise the drugs. Keep your dumb, keep your drug.
Someone at home playing a Bronwyn Bishop says socialist drinking game because they'd be absolutely sloshed.
It's Albo the Trot.
It's Albo the ex-Trot.
He's Albo the Trot who likes
he's grown a lot. He's matured.
He has not. And even you can't go on.
He's going through. He's doing the stage 3 tax cuts. That's not trotty.
Telling me
okay, about education.
Shows.
Because people are saying when people are rageful and they're scared, and I mean we all know this, right? We know it about our own family or our country. We want our kids to be better. And as I said, there's many reasons about this, right? It's our role as parents, grandparents, family, friends, fine. But it's also about basic things like school discipline, and we don't have it.
But why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? It is so
I'm not,
heavily,
I'm pissed off.
It is so heavily unionised. I fought against there being such a thing as a national curriculum because I figured if you had 8 different jurisdictions, somebody might get it right.
A bit of competitive federalism. As they did in Western Australia for a little while, remember?
But I mean, the problem is that it's being dumbed down. And what are the kids being taught? They're being taught that your culture, that your civilization is bad, it's wrong, that you have to apologise, that you can't be proud of your nation. Yeah. And anyway, what's the point? Because you're all going to boil from global warming. Why would you think that the kids would put the effort into trying to get learning when they're being taught nothing but...
There are some elements of that, but those sort of culture war issues is just one very small part of it. I'll tell you, and I've spent many, many months and years looking into this. I've been to these schools. I've been to schools that are doing a fantastic job. And I'll tell you...
have I.
And they do it with discipline. I'm not talking about the private schools here. I'm talking about public schools in Western Sydney. And the first thing they do is discipline. The first thing they do is make sure all the kids are wearing the right uniforms with their shirt tucked in, because that feeds into other notions of self-esteem and applying yourself. And if you look the part, then you start to act the part.
Jordan Peterson, make your bed every day.
That's right. So and again, that is a good solid. That's Granville Boys High, right? So that's a really good.
Let's go back and have teachers' colleges.
Let's do it everywhere. But another part of the problem, right, is that we have. My mum went to a teachers' college. I know exactly what you're talking about. But another part of the problem is that we have a shortage of teachers, and teachers are not spending enough time in the classroom before they graduate and before they go into the thing.
When you had teachers' colleges.
That's right, but they don't have.
So we need to go back.
But we don't have enough people in teaching in the first place anyway. That's the problem.
Okay,
but
why would you choose to go into a profession which is going to slam you by the unions?
That's why the campaign I led.
And so why are we seeing coming out of schools, seeing this pro-Palestinian marches? Why?
Yeah, well, that is obviously ridiculous and disgraceful. But leaving that as and again, Prue Card, Labor Minister, has been very strong on that, and she's been good on that.
But the Prime Minister hasn't been.
The problem is
that's the problem.
The states run the schools, but
he runs the country. But he doesn't, you see. Where is he today?
Toto runs the dinner.
The teachers going out with Palestinian flags on, scarves on was just ridiculous, obviously. But
it wasn't ridiculous. It was shameful.
Yeah, I said that already. What word? You just give me the adjective, I'll say it, and then we can move on.
Joe, you like to think you've got a good grasp of English. Choose your words better.
If you're a teacher,
And help me.
you know what your teacher would have just written back then. She would have said, "Show working."
I think I previously said it was disgraceful.
All right.
We can roll back the tape.
Okay,
But it was disgraceful, it was shameful, it was ridiculous. But the point being is there's a shortage of teachers, and therefore the teachers we have are being rushed into the system. They're not getting the skills they need to manage the classrooms, and therefore they're getting burnt out because they're losing control of the classroom. Therefore, they're quitting in the first 5 years in record numbers, and the whole cycle continues.
I almost want a yes/no on this, but I know it's a little longer. Do you agree with me about parental, grandparental, and community involvement in our kids as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it does feel that there's a lot of people who think that, great, I've got them ready, drop them off, and you've dropped them off with the mechanics, and the mechanics sort of fixes them for the 8 hours a day, and then your job's to drive around a ballet. It's no offence to ballet, dancing or anything else, do all that stuff with our kids.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is that we need to do more as parents to sit and read. I feel this
And
because I've got
grandparents.
literally
I'm one of those.
year 3 kindergarten, right? We're you're going to hear about this a lot of time. I'm going to be around for every day of their education, if nothing else, to be able to fight back on telly about it.